is
Explain to me.
boy.
Explain
How's that
yourself.
work?
So this little capping tin, this is just like a little carb cap. So it's like, see, so this is where, so instead of just having that single hole that you like kind of tap on, this way you can swirl it around and kind of like, you know, it's like a dab carb cap. So you swirl it around and then it can get air all around it in the chamber. So then you just get bigger hits.
Yeah, because that little hole, like it would get really hot, especially on the hottest setting. So I assume that doesn't hold me.
My little hole would get really hot.
My little hole gets
My tiny
really
little hole
hot.
it would get way too hot. Yeah, so this prevents that. That's tight.
My tiny hole got way too hot.
Just get a little piece of glass and stick it in your tiny hole, and it'll prevent it from getting too hot to touch with your finger.
Put a little glass in your urethra, folks. That's the big takeaway today.
Put a little shatter tin.
Just don't break it. That'll hurt.
One man, one jar.
Speaking of ribs, I've been smoking these, which are called one match.
Oh, you need a one match
cartridges, and this one is
silly.
It's silly for sure. It's actually called. It's called Mother Gorilla, believe it or not.
Of course it is.
I bought it because there was a gorilla on it, thinking, "Oh, Gorilla Glue." Okay, no Mother Gorilla. So this tastes like a gorilla, apparently.
No, you were thinking Gorilla Mind.
Gorilla Mind.
You were like, this reminds me of Gorilla Mind, so it's good.
This reminds me of Gorilla Mind. Gorilla Brain.
Is that a straight Cushington or is this?
I come home and my wife gives me Gorilla Brain.
She gave me a large amount of Gorilla Brain.
Taking Gorilla Mind. So this is 95% THC and it's 2 grams in one stick. And it pulls like a demon, and one rip is like
a demon.
Gets me so fucking high, it's unreal. So,
dude, I need to get on that tech and then just take it on this tour. I'm just gonna take it in the bus. I don't care at this point. I'm just gonna grab me one of those.
I mean, I guess is it out of state? I assume, it would make sense. It's a tour, so you don't know what state you'll be in, and you're a little sketched about that.
I mean, I know what state I'll be in. I'm hitting Texas at one point. That's the only thing I'm concerned about.
Well,
I can just tell you these are sold at a corner store and, really more of a smoke shop now that just opened up near me. And the guy's super nice. And these are like, usually sells them for $50. I get a little discount. But,
nice.
$50 and it lasts you like a couple weeks, honestly. You're just chuffing on that thing every day because it's like if it's like one fat rip is like a dab, so you're pretty much, and it's 2 grams of oil in it, so you're pretty much not gonna
rip through that.
You're pretty much not gonna have to worry about that. I'm gonna like
ripping it too much. Sorry.
There are times where I'm like, oh, I ripped it too much. I need to stop smoking weed so much. Like I get paranoid or anxious. But not even that often. I've gotten pretty good at there's indica versions too, but I've gotten pretty good at controlling how much I rip of it and not ripping it too much. So
dude, so one of my buddies in the band that I play in Fever Dream, I'm not gonna tell you which one.
Okay.
For safety. He does weed stuff up in Michigan. He's been working up there for a while. So he always brings in some high test shit when he comes back to town. And he got me these 2/8, so a quarter of like live resin. Wow. This is just what I've been fucking.
Wow. Just straight fucking cheddar.
Just demon shit. And
just straight fucking.
It's like butter you melted for like 3 seconds in the microwave.
Dog.
You know?
It looks like butter you melted.
So good. Because this is the guy where you go to his house and then he's got like the whole rig set up. But he's got like the laser thermometer on it and like the fucking, he's like, hold on, I got to get this to exactly 372. That's where the terps taste real nice. It's just like, god damn, like you fucking.
372.5, not 1/2 degree, more or less. Yeah.
Exactly. Like when he would hit it with the torch, it would literally just be like, like he would just hit it like, just like 1 or 2 little, like,
dude, I'm really jazzed about our t-shirt selection right now. Like we all are wearing hard tees. Great.
100%.
Great.
Oh, dude, and homie's done.
Woo!
Yeah, very nice.
Holy shit, bro. Can you stand up? Show us both arms. Wow. He wanted to be a tattooed MF, and he fucking is. Wow. Yeah, that inner arm.
Oh, I was like, that looks good to me. You mean it hurt? Okay, I gotcha.
That's ill.
Yeah,
we're looking good. We're looking fully good out here. Tony, you got to grow a mustache, man. Then we'll be complete. Yeah, you need to figure out. Your brother can grow a thick stash, can he?
He can. So maybe if I just let it grow for long enough, I'll have the same result.
Yeah, man.
Let it grow. Let it grow.
I mean, if you've got all this strength and you can't even grow a man's mustache, what point?
I did one time, like during quarantine when we all had to like wear masks to work and stuff, just because like that was like a safety buffer. But I like came in, it was almost like a joke. But I just had only a mustache and just fully shaved, and it was decent.
I'm gonna be real. That was like the
you
toughest.
Took off the mask and that's funny.
Dude, the mask time was the hardest time for the mustache culture. It was so tough.
Well, that's what made me permanently stashed up is I was rocking around Thanksgiving time the year prior, 2019. I was rocking a completely bald look and a stash. Yeah. And then when I let my beard grow back out after that, by the time the shutdown happened, we had to wear masks. It was like, it was coming out all the sides. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not living like this. If I have to wear a mask all the time, I'm not having a fucking beard. I'm done with this. Yeah. So I eventually just stuck to the mustache. But I had a beard well into the quarantine or whatever. And then I shaved it into a mustache. And honestly, I've never wanted to go back.
Beard Swellington.
Because I realized
I like have
for years.
Really
you know? I've had like no desire to grow a beard lately. Like absolutely, I almost always winter beard up, but I've just have not desired winter beard at all.
Whenever I get lazy and don't shave and my stubble kind of grows in and stuff, like I can get like a 5 o'clock shadow looking thing, but I just don't like it just like feels prickly and like it gets pressed on and it's just like annoying. And I'm like, I'd rather just not feel anything on my face so that I don't touch my face, you know?
I just like my mustache so much and I don't like when anything's hiding it or distracting from it.
Yeah, it accentuates the mustache.
I think when you get a mustache that you like, that you're happy with, that's when you are past the beard. I feel like when I first grew the beard, it was because that it all grew in short, but it grew in all together. And so I was like, all right, well, I have a beard. That's fun. That's facial hair.
Dandy.
And I never really was happy with any mustache, but then it got to the point where it could grow into a decently large mustache. So
well, you guys can grow some hardy caterpillars. So not everyone.
Some hardy pillars.
But I'm like down here, I'm fucked. Like
it doesn't grow in well.
No, because it's like this doesn't really connect very heartily, and that's kind of like a big thing for me.
Yeah. Can't do the Tony Stark.
Nah,
like you could not do that.
I got like a Tony Stark going on. I can't do it, Cap.
Mine also. Well, I guess mine connects there, but it's. I don't know.
You've got more cheekle coverage.
I want to have like a Michael McDonald beard where it literally is up to my cheekbone.
Dude, if you grew mutton chops where it just went like that.
People have always said the dumbest shit about what I should do with my face. Like, dude, you should get mutton chops, dude.
Dude, chop
grow those sideburns out, dude. You'll look good.
Dude, handlebars with chops, dude. Kill it.
Look good. I'm telling you.
I realized like it's been a minute since the fellies and the ladies and the theys have fucking heard from us.
It has been.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. But also not at all.
But also no remorse to speak of also.
Yeah, that's kind of the case.
Yeah. We got goobed out of our minds.
Yeah, perhaps the hardest we've ever chilled by a mile.
Yeah, definitely the hardest.
100%.
Definitely the hardest.
Adding Young John in there was crucial.
See, but what happened is we added Young John in there, which made it more secure. Yeah. But then we added a dog who beckons like a human, like who just fell off of a wooden ship in the 1800s. And that kind of kept it the same. You know, that kind of... Because I was like... it was like, it's nice having John here, but I'm also constantly hearing a vague rumble in the room and wondering, is that just one of the many auditory hallucinations I'm experiencing? Or is the dog grumbling and scrumbling while I'm trying to trip sack?
Probably both.
There were grumbles and scrumbles.
Big time.
Dude, the moment I always think about is when I go, and what if there was a beagle? And there was a beagle right next to me.
Dude,
I think the hardest we were dying was when John brought in the apples, and you were talking about Encanto and how it's a government psyop, and you're like paying someone $80K a year to press play on Encanto, and you're like, Encanto, apple slices, the beagle, and keep in mind, Freebird's playing this whole time. Freebird's playing.
Can you handle this?
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, we were dying. Yeah, I was riffing that. Well, because we finished fucking Endgame, which we seem to watch every single time. Every single time we trip harder than we have before, we're like, now what would Endgame look like?
Probably even this
time. Yeah, because we've enjoyed it in the past. So we watched it again
this time.
And then we finished that like mid-morning, maybe noon, something like that.
Yeah, like or one.
Yeah. Or one or something. And then we were just fully in it after that, at that point. And then I think John, we were like trying to decide what to watch and landed on Encanto, because when I watched it last year, I was like, this is going to be the craziest movie to trip sack to. Yeah. And then John started putting on like a live Hollywood Bowl, like celebratory performance of Encanto's music. Awesome. And we were just sitting there, like just like we knew it wasn't the movie. There was like a helicopter footage of the Hollywood Bowl, and we're just like,
yep. And then he went back, and then there was like 40 versions of Encanto.
Yeah.
He was like, well, I mean, can you blame me?
Right. There was like a sing-along for every song. Like, it was on Disney Plus, there's a lot of just Encanto content. And then he pressed play on Encanto, and I was just crying laughing because I'm like paying someone a year's salary just to press play on Encanto while people do 6 tabs of acid at once as a government project for research.
Keep up with the Russians.
Yeah, they keep up. We're like, the Chinese are doing this. We know the Chinese are
full of this.
We just know this. Encanto, the Beagles, Freebirds playing, apple slice. We just know that. Butter. We just know that. Yeah. And then we were laughing about that. And then he brought in apple slices with like peanut butter even, I think. And it was just like, it was just like we like, it's almost like what like a billionaire would pay like a random person he found on the street to like, come hand me apple slices while I'm tripping sack.
Is the Freebird solo in the room with us right now?
Oh, that joke was funny. It's like interviewing for my associate, the solo from Freebird. I'd like to introduce you to my colleague, the solo from Freebird,
because I think
which we just played over in Encanto.
Freebird.
The best bit though had to be Drake and Josh Lady.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Tony Max was like, that's the lady from Drake and Josh.
Yeah, the lady in the elevator looking at Cap in Endgame.
Yeah. And so we just kept going like, the lady from Drake and Josh. Yeah, that's just what has to
from Drake. Yeah, and we're talking about Yvette Nicole Brown. So like, we're talking about the actress. Yvette Nicole Brown,
but we just did random times in the movie.
But she showed up in the Avengers.
It would be like, they'd be mourning the death of Black Widow, and you just
she's
be
just
like
in a shot.
It's like, and then one of them would just be like, but the lady from Drake and Josh, really, she was the manager of the movie theater. They had a sister named Megan, and she worked at a movie theater, and that was her manager.
She didn't. She didn't at all.
It was Josh.
Yeah.
One of
gosh.
the lady.
And then Iron Man was Josh.
Yeah.
And I'm Josh.
I think it came up a few hours later. Even.
At the very end.
Yeah, at the end when he goes, and I'm Iron Man, we were like, and I'm Josh.
And I'm Josh.
And I'm the lady from Drake and Josh. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. And then I was crying laughing because John made us food, but he made us lasagna, which is just for some reason just a funny food to me. And we were sitting around the table.
Well, first we were standing. We were all just like standing there. Just,
and we're like, should we sit down? Yeah, and then we all sat down.
He gave us all knives. We all just, not even looking at each other, we all just like had set them on the same napkin on the opposite side of the table.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need these.
Just like, nah, fully good.
It was just like, he was like, hand them each a knife.
Right. You're doing a good
Make
job.
sure to hand the people,
very
make
soft
sure to hand them
lasagna.
each a knife.
People with no depth perception. Or
a good steak knife. A good serrated steak knife will take care of the lasagna that you've given them.
Right.
Like,
that he was making fresh all day. Because I remember at one point I was just going nuts, and I walked by the kitchen and I just see him just like,
oh yeah.
and I'm like, all right, I gotta go.
And so we were
Little did I know.
cooked. We were still cooked out of our minds, and we're just like sitting down about to eat this lasagna, and that goofy ass Playboy Cardi song, like, touch it. That song was playing. It was like, and we were all just sitting there eating one piece of lasagna off of a plate with a fork. No one's
Just,
like drinking
sweating.
anything. And we're just sweating. We're all fried, and we're just looking at each other. And we're like in a family. We're in like a small, like wooden family, like dining room, and we're all just eating together, looking at each other while this song plays off the jukebox.
It's like some Tim and Eric vibes, or like the "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" videos. If you've seen those with the, you know what I'm talking about.
What it was is I literally just couldn't do it seriously. I couldn't. I couldn't.
So
it was too funny a thing to do to me in that moment that I couldn't do it. I was just like, this is just.
We're just four young men listening to Playboy Cardi having lasagna.
What are the odds that I just have to in the middle of this insane trip where I'm sacking out of my mind, I have to like sit down and eat a piece of lasagna, and that's all I'm going to eat the whole day, and then go back to it.
It was fire.
When you first threw on, because we were watching Encanto and just ripping classic rock, like just CCR, fucking the Stones,
Fear the Reaper.
Blue Oyster Cult was
Blue
ripping,
Oyster Cult.
and we're just tripping sack watching this movie. And then I think Tony or Max started playing what we call Skull Guy, which is when a guy with a flaming skull web slings around New York like Spider-Man in the game Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4.
Mm-hmm. And then we kind of just park him on. Yeah.
And we were just listening to Hendrix while that was happening. And then we switched to God of War Ragnarok, which just the concept of playing a video game to me was so like, I
was up to the challenge, though.
and timing things. Wow.
The funniest thing was that I was hitting the craziest flow state.
Oh, for sure. And we were watching
I was doing end game shit.
Dude,
right? It was the end of Raggy.
And it was
some crazy shit.
Yeah, it was like shit that I was like stuck on before sober.
I don't want to spoil it, but it was basically, if you've played the game, it's like the last place.
Yeah,
during a battle.
Yeah. I was like going up the mountain kind of vibes.
Yeah, and that was fucking crazy because there were giant beasts floating around.
Ooh.
But yeah, the moment you turned on that game and just started fighting that guy riding the giant tiger bison thing, it was just like, and you forget every fucking thing in that game makes some super vivid explosion of color, like
just particle
the ice,
effects.
the fire, the purple,
he does the green like orbs floating around him, and he's just like,
when he heals. Oh, him doing this shit. Doing this shit. And then fucking we were playing with the face filter and shit.
That was the funniest thing
was
when I just focused it on
photo
him.
mode.
So he was like in the shot like I am in the shot right now, and I was just doing making him wield and unwield his weapons. So he was just doing this like really fast.
Yeah. It was fucking crazy. And also like I forget what it's called, Bifrost energy too. Just super amazing to look at, like the purple like lens flare-y bullshit.
Yeah, way crazy.
But that game was crazy, and we were just ripping Yeet music. I mean, so you can imagine how crazy that was. Just session.
I remember thinking at the time, I was like, "Man, this day really is a tale of two halves. Like the first half is the light, like the daytime, or in Kanto, Endgame, Freebird, CCR,
classic rock,
J Bones, and then there was the nighttime where it was like Yeet, Cardi, God of War." And Sebastian, obviously, and ice cream cones.
Yeah, well, and
every Sebastian Maniscalco special, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Insane
that was
idea.
a fun end to it. Well, we watched Everything Everywhere All at Once too.
Yeah.
Which was a sack trip out the wall. I was having the most introspective, like intrusive thoughts during that whole movie.
Oh yeah. I took my remaining Goobertons right before that. So I caught a little bit of extra Wavertons.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
On that one. But that was epic.
Yeah, that one was I mean, it was crazy, but I was getting like paranoid, intrusive thoughts on the come down with the combination of weed dabbing on top of that. So it was just like,
oh, huge. Yeah. Cause we were kind of going a little crazy on the Puffco.
We were.
Oh yeah.
But then ending it with Sebastian, just the perfect vibe. And
yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Get in.
Yeah. So it was sick, and we just didn't record an episode apart from that one you saw.
Yeah, it was exhausting. We
got a little lazy with it.
Yeah, it was exhausting. It was also exhausting because Max and I were dabbing all day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, forever.
Oh yeah. By the time I come back over that same night, like we woke up in the morning after, and then I come back over that same night.
I think so,
because you were leaving the next day, so I think that was.
I think you did, and we watched 300 and fell asleep probably.
Yes, indeed. So it was like it really flew by, and there was just not that many opportunities, and the ones that there were, we were just like. It would have been, we would have been just like dead.
Yeah.
We would not have been
even the one we recorded
right
when we did it. I was like, well, I guess we have to. That's just kind of how I felt. I would have rather hung out and done something, but it was a fucking funny ass episode.
Oh yeah,
and I was glad that I just y'all know, people listen. I don't really put. It's still work to put it all together and keep it coming out every week, but I don't edit these like I used to. Or at all really, but it was fun. It was fun just to kind of like give the new one a good, because it was the in-person app. It's on video. It was really good footage. I could like zoom all the way in and then kind of pull out, and it was just fun. And I got to try a bunch of Vic Berger ass edits on our hands and stuff. And
and
just
you went crazy on that.
Yeah, so it's like I hope that's one that people can really like just enjoy, go back to, have fun with, and and it'd be cool if we make more trips to see each other and shit, and we do these episodes. Sure. I can spit out similarly crazy apps.
Yeah, I want to come up to Brooklyn this year big time. That's high on my list.
Yeah, me as well. Indeed. Perhaps like a Memorial Day or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be really busy then, but long weekend at the very least.
At the very least.
I only got one wedding to go to this year, so not a ton of vacation time I'm going to have to use.
Wow, dude. Only
that's
one?
light work for me.
That's so far. Loser. You don't know yet.
It's in September, so.
Damn.
September.
Send out the invites early.
September.
Tony, shut the fuck up real quick, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
You heard me.
Dude.
Yikesteins.
Yikorius.
Listen, I forgot something, to be honest.
Not possible.
TBH? You're TBHing?
I'm TBHing.
Too butthurt.
I forgot to introduce the podcast. Poddington Esquire. Now, why is that? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday, January 24th. By the time you hear this, 2023. Welcome to another episode of Woken Boke. Boom! New year.
Yes.
You know, the first new year episode of Woken Boke. It's episode 167 for you. Thank you for joining. I am one of your hosts, Connor Boyd. You may know me as Moschino Dorito. You may know me from Jaded Forum, perhaps, or other shit. Who the fuck knows? Look,
Who knows?
I'm joined every week by my best friends from the great Gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm so blessed to be able to keep doing this show. And the fact that we've carried on for 167 episodes is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I am joined by the one, the only, the tiger tattooed Max motherfucking Sansa is back. What up?
What up?
How you doing? How you feeling? What's the vibe?
Chilling. Doing a music video after this. And yeah.
For which band?
For which band?
For Labia Blocker.
Labia Blocker, big time for sure. Yeah. New tunes coming out in like a week, so rushing a little Viddington together before I leave.
Was it a high concept video with actors and
no, not even remote.
No, it's
nah.
Also joining us is the Autobot man himself, the one, the only, the beautiful Tony Harrop.
Wow.
Yeah, that catch you off guard?
A little bit.
All right.
Wow.
Make me blush. How you doing? How you feeling? What's the vibe? What's the fucking situation with you?
I'm doing so good.
Okay.
Yeah, had a great week. So, and an even better weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your life's really just a series of pleasant interactions, isn't it?
It really is. For the most part.
For the most part.
Well,
that's great to hear. Listen, every week this is what we do. We've been doing this. Little backstory, we've been doing this since 2019. We started doing video early 2021. It's been a minute we've been ripping this. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. It's technically the fifth year that we've
fifth
calendar
year that we have existed in. Yes.
Insane.
Pretty wild. Have we been going for 4 years? Is that what this means?
It'd be 4 years in October.
Oh, here. Okay, so we've been going for over 3.
Yes.
So yeah, we've been doing this for over 3 years. Listen, this is just a show for fun. If it's boring, weird, whatever, we're just friends having a good time, and we offer up that to you for whatever that's worth. And we chat about video games, movies, shit, whatever. We're seeing each other in person recently. You can check out our last episode where we were in person in St. Louis. That was cool. And yeah, we're all fans of, movies, TV, anime, manga, a lot of music, all that shit. So, hey, if you enjoy it, you can subscribe to us on YouTube. You can also follow us on Spotify if you're not already doing so you don't miss a single episode. We're also on Google Play, whatever the fuck, and Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, I guess is what it's called. You can check us out there. You can get updates on the podcast dropping on our socials, which is at wokenbokepod, and our Instagram at wokenbokepodcast. And then you can also email us, which we do have 6 emails, guys, we could break into.
Nice.
Wokenbokepodcast at gmail.com. Once again, that's spelled WOKENBOKE podcast at gmail.com. Send us questions, or suggestions or comments or whatever, and we'll read them on the show. And links to all of these are in the description of this episode. So thanks for joining us. We're fucking here, and this is gonna be a year of bokage for sure.
Yeah, if I've ever seen one.
If I've got anything to do with it, frankly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. Should we crack into these emails? Matter of fact.
I think we should.
Y'all down?
They've probably been waiting.
I got one from 11/28/2020, or 2022. So, let's get crack-a-lacking on it.
11/28. Wow. Okay, so it's been like a month, 2 months. Sorry.
Oh, this is a wild question. Let's see. Okay, this is from a longtime viewer and frequent writer, Jack. This is a question for you two, actually, it looks like. Says, Tony and Max, what are your thoughts, opinions on Jaded Forum? We've heard Connor talk about it, obvi, but I'd love to hear your thoughts about the show / movement. And Connor, on Jaded, you reference Max or Tony somewhat often. I guess I'm thinking specifically about the dissemination of the Grippo Stevens universe to Yodoye and Z. Any plans to have a Jaded Wokebook episode either over there or on this show? Final thought, entirely unrelated and for everyone, did we see that Taylor James Williams freestyle on the Sway in the Morning? I thought it was pretty cool. Don't know anything about that. Sorry. Have a good day. Kindly, Jack. Jack, next email, let me know if it's okay if I could say your last name. I probably have already, but whatever.
Yeah, at some point.
Jack Wellington.
At some point. Jack Wellingsteins.
Jack Wellington.
Jade is great though. They like got up to speed and got like really good at podcasting faster than we did. Like it took us a while to really like get into the groove and figure out how to like just do this show like as best we can. But like, I mean, you guys have put a lot more into it and a lot more resources and stuff, and it is more important than this podcast. But this is
I don't know about
purely
that,
fun. It's
pure.
This is purely for fun. That
that
is like trying to push for social and ecological change and such. So. It is a good thing, and I enjoy listening to it.
Well, that's very nice of you to say. I was just going to say about the...
and it's funny. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yes.
I was just going to say about the Jaded Wokenboke episode. I do in the sense that I want y'all to meet. I think Yodoye and Z would love you both.
Yeah, I'd love to meet them.
So that would be fun.
Yeah, I would love to if they'd have us, but also, no sweat. I mean, I love the show. I listen to it all the time.
Yeah,
and would be honored to be on an ep.
Yeah, I mean, it would be pretty fucking funny to have you both on the actual episodes.
It would be fun. It'd be a lot of fun.
It'd be very silly.
Yeah, it'd be silly as fuck.
Clarify something for me. Like the newer clips where you guys are on like a full ass green screen. Is that the new set?
No, so that is just a thing we did for one episode. Basically, we got
Funningtons.
We were able to use that stage through a friend. So, no, I don't. That's not the permanent set. That's just one episode. Next episode's not on that stage.
The video though of Z going up behind. Who was
Zach?
it? Yeah, Zach, and he's like, I think he's rapping.
It's real.
And like, he's just like hugging from behind.
The squeaking,
it's like,
dude.
Really and you guys
and
Yodoye are behind him, just like, what the fuck are they doing? Like,
yeah,
that shit cracked me up.
That shit's real. That's real.
That went hard.
That goes hard. Yeah, like when he's falling so far down, and then like Z has to fucking pick him back up.
That sent me.
Yeah.
Dude, so I gotta know.
That
and
sent me.
You don't have to tell me. It sent me. You don't have to tell me if it's an industry secret or not. But were the leather effects in post, or was that all love?
No, that was captured in reality.
Let's fucking
authentic
go.
Leather.
Yeah. That was
we don't have authentic leather.
Yeah,
That was just how squeaky it was. That was real.
That was real as fuck.
Yeah.
Realest thing you've ever seen.
No, that's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. But yeah, man.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
It would be fun. Yeah, and with what you were saying about how like Jaded's, you know, an important movement or whatever, it's like anything we do with the resources from Jaded, like that, we could do that same shit with the resources we make from this. Is like,
oh yeah,
is just be like, let's do a little democracy vibe on what to do with it. So in that sense, that our labor is then organized in a way that's counter to how exploitation and hierarchy works, then we're doing revolutionary shit over here too. Technically,
we're doing a thing called radical hanging out.
If you think about it, that we are
radically
that's my movement. Radically hanging out. Absolutely. Wow. Yeah. That's got to be the name of this episode for sure.
Yeah. Yes. Radical hangouts.
Yeah. For sure. I'm even writing it down.
Stamp it.
Stamp it. Thanks for the question, Jack. Appreciate you always writing in. And
Jack is a killer. He's killed men. He's literally
he's killed. He's killed, and he will kill again.
He has a taste for blood.
Stuff. The subject line of this email is literally called "spooky stuff."
Okay.
And it's a spooky. It doesn't have a. This is from Olivier. It doesn't even have a signature. It just says, "Hi. Do you guys have any ghost stories?"
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
And the answer to me is, fortunately, no. I do.
I would also say no. Thank God.
Yeah, pretty much no. But my buddy that I go work out with every day, he's my coworker. He has them out the ass. Like he has stuff that will like blow your mind.
Holy shit! We got to get him on here.
Yeah, no, he's great. Anderson. He has his own podcast actually. Enter 111. That's like that's his apartment number is 111, and that's like one of the crazy things that like will happen to him is like they were already going to start this podcast called Enter 111, and he was about to move into a place, and they're like, okay, here's your room, and it happened to be 111. He has shit like that happen to him all the fucking time. But also, that's not a ghost story. But he has many of those.
How much can this guy bench, bro?
305.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
How much can this guy bench, bro?
You know the stacks of weights on the like cable workouts?
Yeah.
Just bottom one. Just
bottom one.
Yeah, he's crazy. He's the guy that helped me lose 50 pounds and start benching, 180 and that kind of stuff.
I'm following their Instagram.
Not even two plates, dude?
Well, that's cool. Maybe we need to get him on here, bro. Speak about some ghost stories.
Yeah, no, he's a real one.
He's a real one?
Mm-hmm. The realest one I've ever met.
This next email seems like it's a bit more of a thirst. It's a bit more of a thirst email. We can save it.
Or thirst? Sorry?
Serious.
Oh, Sirs. Okay, gotcha.
Sirs. I see.
Thurs, like a Thursday email, like you only
radically hanging out.
We'll just read this. Whatever. This is from our buddy Daniel. How's it going, Bokers? Real shit, real quick. Been going through a tough 5 months at my new job. This is also from November 30th. At my new job, I'm a liquor merchandiser for a big company. It's been the most interesting, fun, and stressful job I've had. The opportunities are great, but I can't do this anymore. They say it's good to get out of your comfort zone, but I've been miserable for months. Have you guys ever ventured out of your comfort zone and it not have been good for you? To lighten the mood after that, I've caught up on Chainsaw Man, and boy, that show is horny. Episode 8 is fire, though, and now I can say I'm hooked. Thanks for continuing to make this super entertaining and funny podcast. Happy holidays. Thank you, Daniel, for your email. To answer your question, have you guys ever ventured out of your comfort zone and it not have been good for you? I definitely think I'll take it here. I've definitely early in life stayed out of my comfort zone in the sense that I hung out with people that made me uncomfortable because I thought they were funny or I liked them. And in that way, it was not good for me. Like that, if you're uncomfortable in a situation like that, in a relationship, in anything, you should get out of it. A job, whatever it is, you should get out of it if you can, if you're fortunate enough to be able to. And I was, because I just started hanging out with other people. But in terms of like intentionally taking, like in the way people usually say, step out of your comfort zone, I generally think that is good advice. Like, I don't think you have to be going through so much self-denial and literal discomfort, like making it hard on yourself to push yourself. I don't think it has to be like that. In fact, I think the opposite is true. I think that the more you can, even though motivation and discipline, who I'm the last person who should really be talking about those subjects, requires like a consistency even when you are uncomfortable. I think there are ways to make to incentivize yourself to make better habits and to have better habits if you have the right mindset about them and almost ritualize them so that you're enjoying them or like they're important or sacred in your day-to-day. I think that in that way, you don't have to be uncomfortable. You can use actual comfort to incentivize growth and improvement and healing or whatever. But in terms of like trying new things and taking risks and going for shit, I definitely think you're, unless there's actual fucked up shit, it's probably interesting, fun, and stressful because you're growing and you're learning and getting better at what you're doing. So that's my oddly long response to that.
What about you, Max?
I mean, I would say like if you take risks and you kind of go for shit, it's like, I think there's a difference between like things not going how you expect and them
going badly.
Yeah, them going badly. I think there's a big difference because I feel like even when things go quote unquote badly, there's a lot of good to be had there and what you learned. Because a lot of my experiences have been about people, less so about like my own decisions, which is like, which I'm not to say like, my experiences where I've taken a risk are usually less dependent on like my own fortitude and more so like my own ability to read other people and their reliability, I guess, or like their intentions is like really my thing, because I guess a lot of the things that I've jumped off a cliff for, so to say, have been like in group endeavors, like bands and shit and like, that kind of thing. So, I don't know. And then beyond that, it's like relationships and shit. So it's just like, I don't know. Shit goes badly. You learn. And I think that's kind of the whole point. So, I can't say so much for like, dropping everything and moving somewhere to like pursue something. Like that's a whole other ball game. But like, I don't know.
I didn't get that.
Why does Siri think I'm talking?
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, fucking, you kind of gotta, taking risks is kind of the whole point.
Yeah.
What do you expect to happen?
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
I like after college, I graduated and I interned with the Blues for a year, but that whole time I was applying all over the country. And the first offer I got was here in Houston, and I just took it because it looked pretty cool, and I didn't know if I was going to get any others. But that was like easily the biggest time I stepped out of my comfort zone, because I was moving 14 hours away from everyone that I knew, going to live by myself at a new job, my first ever job. And that I easily could have it all was based on how I dealt with that. And I easily could have just, when I first moved here, I was like, all right, I'm out of shape. I'm not healthy. I need to, like, if I I can either make a decision now to make myself change that and be the opposite of that, or just not do anything about it and, continue down that path. And I think, getting in really good shape and being healthy and eating healthy and all that, like, is an example of like when you get out of your comfort zone, how you react to it will determine whether or not, it ends up being a good thing for you. Because I could have, been a sloth and I'd probably be like 250 right now, 5'10", 250, and be like a lonely, pudgy guy, and be really sad about that. And so really, you gotta, just like making lemonade out of lemons,
making mountains out of molehills. You know what I'm saying?
Any time you get out of your comfort zone, you just gotta be like, how can I, like, what do I need to do to make this like a positive experience for me that I'll grow from? And that's up to you. And some people have the motivation to do it and some don't. But I feel like everyone has it somewhere. You just gotta, it's tough, especially when you're alone. But, no one said it'd be easy.
No one said it'd be easy.
No one said it'd be easy.
Bruh.
Only easy day was yesterday.
The world is a vampire. Yeah.
The world is a vampire. And
the world is a vampire.
And you know what? At the end of the day, if you ever feel yourself slipping and you need to bring some more, organization to your life, just buy more Apple products.
Mm-hmm.
That'll really help you feel like you've got it all together.
Get more dongles in there.
Get more dongles. Get an Apple Watch and an iPad. Then see how you feel.
Yeah.
Our next email comes from GX3. Hi, my name is G, longtime listener, big fan of Jaded as well. First time emailer with a simple question. Can you touch another dude's cock in a non-sexual manner? Obviously the answer is yes, but what prompted this was a conversation I had with my classmates. Wow, this is like a good movie so far. Hold on. It's like, obviously the answer is yes.
Obviously.
It's probably a mixture of homophobia and the fact that their brains haven't fully formed yet, but nobody in my class can comprehend the idea that you can touch another dude's peen in a completely asexual manner if you both consent and agree that it's completely non-sexual. This stemmed from a joke I made about slow dancing with the homies while holding each other's dicks. Anyways, I hope you can use this prompt. Big fan of y'all. Keep putting on good or bad energy. Keep putting good or bad energy out there. 100 emoji. Thank you, G. Yeah, it's funny. I was just reading some shit.
I was just holding my friend's cock, actually.
I was actually just holding my friend's dick, his penis. It's just funny you say that because I was reading Bell Hooks and she was talking about how part of patriarchy is men are inherently told that they're like unsatiably sexual, like they just have to have sex and there's never enough, and that's like programmed in them. And then on top of that, like how the penis is like baby boys. A lot of parents don't know what to do with baby boys because they're afraid if they touch them and play with them naked, then their penis will get hard while they're playing with them, and then that'll, like, it's crazy. It's crazy that
you can't even
shit
get
she was
like an
breaking
erection
down
until you're like 12 or like 11.
No, you can get a fucking erection.
No.
Really? What are you talking about? Yeah, you can get an erection when you're a kid. You never got a fucking, your penis hort when you were a kid?
Your penis
I
hort?
think so. I don't remember getting boners till like middle school.
My penis horts.
I used to get boners all the time. You'd be like, what the fuck? My penis
When you were like
hort?
5?
Maybe.
Penis
I don't know,
horts?
dude. But this is
recall in exact detail.
I don't know.
Recall.
This is Bell Hooks is talking, not me. All right. But it's just funny because it's like, yeah, theoretically you could. I mean, you can, because it's like, it's just a penis. It's not necessarily. It's not only a sexual organ. It's for peeing also.
Mm-hmm.
I piss out of that, Rob.
It's for peeing also.
This reminds me of a bit. I forget what comedian it was, but he was like talking about how him and his friends would play like a game and they'd have like a whole tournament, and it's like you hold the other guy's dick and whoever gets hard first loses.
Okay, a tournament means there's eliminations happening.
Yeah, it was like, I think he said there was like 9 of them, so they had to do more of like a round robin as opposed to like the single elimination bracket.
So they're just jerking each other off.
No motion, just
No, that's basically what's happening. If you're grabbing your homie's meat till it gets firm over and over again, that's just a beat off.
That's a
Call it what
Mormon
you
jerk
will.
off.
It's a sport.
It's a sport. It's
sport.
like that
Brandon
new
would love the
UFC. It's like that new slapping show, but it's with penises.
I was watching what's his name, Penguins or whatever, and he was like, yeah, people are mad at me because I've been promoting slapping, and they think that Dana White started the slap, whatever it's called, because of me. That's ridiculous. And then he was like showing a clip of this guy that was in one of those episodes, and his face is just
I saw that.
like
It
all the way
looked
down
like
here.
it looked like a big Angus beef patty was attached to his face.
It'll probably never
That's
look the
tight.
same.
It will
Maybe,
never
I don't
be
know.
the same.
It's like
It was
permanently
just
like
swollen. It was just swelling.
Well, the skin's gonna stretch on it, and it's just gonna fucking hang there.
I don't know if that's how
gonna have a ball
swelling
sack
works, but I'm
face.
not
It's
going to
gonna
argue. with you.
hangerton,
That's science. Are you really gonna argue with that?
bro. That's
I don't
science.
know.
All right.
I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest.
To
Look,
answer
bro.
the guy's question, though, I don't know how you would go about. I mean, I guess if it's like your doctor, right, and he's like inspecting your dick, right, because you had like a, fucking
The
Right,
answer is obviously yes. You can hold a penis without
no,
it being
because
for sexual reasons.
Debate. No,
There's a debate.
maybe not though.
You gotta grab a little boy's fucking penis to clean shit off his sack.
You have to clean the sack.
So are you doing that
Everybody
sexually to your own
knows that.
son when you do that? No. What?
Dude, I don't know if I told this on the pod before about how I had when I was like maybe 9 or 10.
If this is some shit I gotta fucking bleep out, just don't say it. Or I'm
No,
leaving
it's
everything
not.
you're about to say in, you dumb
It's not.
motherfucker. Okay.
I had a tick inside the tip of my dick, in my urethra.
That's
There's like
fucking horrid.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I was like,
so
I went
sick.
pee and it just started going sideways, and I was like, wait, what?
Nah.
Like, yeah, and my parents had to help me.
All right,
Obviously,
now
'cause
you
I was
stop
9 or
talking.
10, and I was like freaking
now
out.
You're done. Now you're done speaking.
Now you don't.
Now you no longer
Now you
speak.
don't.
Now you don't. Yeah.
you don't.
Okay.
Yeah, that
That's
was probably the most
horrible.
terrifying thing.
How did we
ever.
get to this? Oh, penises. So they had to hold your penis to pull it off.
Yeah,
Yeah. How
They
old
need
were you?
tweezers. Yeah,
How old were you?
like 9 or 10.
Yeah, I'm assuming
grade.
the holding penis, me getting hard is 9 or 10. They're doing that. I don't think it's middle school.
No, it's getting close though.
Let's just look it up. How early can males get an erection?
Youngest recorded boner.
This doesn't happen until puberty, which is on it. Well, then why was I getting erections when I was fucking 3 years old?
Yeah, I feel like you weren't. This was just a imagination, a fever dream.
I don't know. Bell Hook said otherwise, but okay, cool. Well, thank you for the question, G.
Big time.
Lol.
Mhm.
Essentially. Lol. All right, this is from Trevor. John Jacob Grippenheimer Schmitz. Hope you guys are
Trevingtons.
doing well. Not sure if you guys have ever talked about this, but wanted to get your take on the Invincible. We have animated series on Amazon. The show is originally based on the comic series of the same name. I just saw today also, I think it's the next season's coming out
Late this year.
Wait, which one?
late this year. Yeah.
Yeah, which
Amazon.
sucks because it was all last year. I was waiting for it. Now it's going to be pretty much all of this year, but
Yeah.
no big deal.
No big deal, even though
big
it's like a 10 episode show.
Right.
If you guys haven't watched, I can't recommend it enough. I think it would really appeal to you guys since Marvel has ruined hero movies. We have seen it. So I know it's something you guys have expressed. Anyways, I just rewatched the first season and am impatiently waiting for them to drop the next season. The show is really good, mainly because the plot strays away from the typical hero arc, I'm assuming. From the very first episode, the show reels you in. A lot of gruesome violence, but a lot of other subplots that draw you in and make you like/hate the characters. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts. Thanks.
I
Take
feel like
care, brokers.
We definitely talked about it, but when it was coming out, I can't imagine we didn't. But that was
Oh no,
I
we
think
talked about it several
2020.
times. We talked about it several times.
Yeah.
No, it was 21.
21, yeah, beginning of 2021. So it's been 2 years now. It'll be almost 3 years by the time it actually comes out later this year, which is
That's tight.
insane.
That's so
No, it was I remember loving this show, frankly.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite TV shows. It's just, when it doesn't come out for like 3 years, it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's
cool.
tough.
I kind of forgot, I lost.
They kind of just
when it takes that long, you're just like, okay, it's just done. I'm done with it. I don't want it to come back.
I'll watch it when it comes back, though.
But I'll probably rewatch the first season and then watch the second season when it comes back.
Oh, yeah. Worth a rewatch for sure. I have the first... there's like 12 deluxe hardcovers for it, and I have the first, and I'll probably end up getting all of them, but I do need to read that first one just to make sure I F with it heavy. But
I never finished it, and funny enough, I'm trying to watch more TV.
Wow, that works out.
One of these things I'm working on is
I'm working on this thing right now. I'm trying to watch more TV, actually.
One of my goals this year is to watch more television.
Like, that's how broken my mind is. It's just like, I'm trying to get off my phone by watching more TV,
Oh, dude, I'm right there with you. I'm like, I need to do things good for my mental health, like watching a movie. It's like...
like, just kind of sitting and watching bigger screen.
Yeah. The things I really like to do, though, are go to, like, museums, and now I'm kind of liking manga reading a little bit, because I just play music over it. I've been reading more Berserk, and
that grit.
Just ripping opium and, like, Cardi
smoking
shit,
a big opium bowl.
And then puffing one of these boys. And then, this is what I do. You want to know what I do? You want to know my
Not
ritual?
really, but go ahead. Not really, but you seem excited about it, so go ahead.
You know what?
I want to fucking know it.
Never mind. No, because he's not joking. He's not joking. He doesn't want to hear this shit.
I want to hear it. Come on.
No, dude, please tell me about it.
I know him. He's not joking.
No,
I have a ritual for when I read comics.
Okay, fine. I'll tell you. I put on the Phantom Menace on the TV.
And of course you do.
And then I smoke a little weed. Right?
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, another email about me.
Man, I'm sorry.
This one's called "Old Video of Connor Breaking Some Benjamin."
Classic. It's a good video.
And I could basically sum it up. It's that one video you've seen. He's talking about.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know if you guys knew this, but I found this video of Connor. It was pinned on Twitter for a while, but I just found it.
No, so I'll just read the email. This is from Tyler. Hey guys, I have missed you all dearly during this holiday hiatus, and I hope the break has treated you well. I'm trying to ask Connor specifically about a video he used to have pinned on his Twitter page of him going way too hard to blow me away by Breaking Benjamin. I remember seeing a tweet from Connor from some time ago and viewing his page only to see the rawest interpretive dance I've ever seen in my life, which in turn made me a fan of both Connor's and eventually this podcast. I haven't seen this video in a while, and I can't find it now. It's an itch I cannot scratch, and I hope this isn't too much to ask, but I just want to see it again. Even if it's only one more time, the unbridled energy and power in that brief video alone could fuel a small country's power grid, and it would be a shame if it were simply lost to time. So dramatic. It's so dramatic. It's on YouTube. Just look up Moschino
I was literally
Dorito.
about to be like, I can find it in about 10 seconds. It's like,
if you follow my YouTube, it's on there.
Yeah. There it is. Found it right there. It took 5 seconds. It's called Welcome to My Channel.
Yeah. But yeah, he said, thank you, boys, for all that you do, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you, Tyler. It's on my YouTube. You can find it there. That was a fun time when that was my pinned video, because I'd say some dumb shit, and then someone would come to my
and then it's just
Twitter,
right
and
there.
I'd be like, I'd be slicing with an air katana to Breaking Benjamin. So
yeah, exactly. And then there was also the axe, but that wasn't. I don't think that was a pinned Pinterest.
The axe is just a class all time.
It's just you can't. That and the lacrosse one, you can't touch them.
Yeah.
Anyways, I wonder what the lady from Drake and Josh is doing right now.
Yeah, that's the big question.
What's the Drake and Josh lady up to?
Drake? Yes.
Breaking Benjamin.
I wonder if that. Let me look up Drake and Josh lady.
She has a name. It's Helen.
Yes, she's the first result. Let's go. Let's go. The first picture result is Helen Dubois.
Helen Dubois.
Yeah,
What?
that's her name.
What are we talking about?
The Drake and Josh lady.
Oh,
Yeah.
the character's name
Yeah.
is Helen Dubois.
If you look up Drake and Josh lady, she's the first one in image search.
Got it.
Got it.
Got it. Nice.
Copy that.
Copy that. Copy that.
Let me look. Let me try
Well,
this
guess
again
what?
on Google, 'cause
What?
that was big.
That's an hour of
Yep, she's-
recorded.
That video is really good.
That's an hour of
The end where you're
recorded
pulling the katana
podcasting
out.
audio.
That's an hour of podcast
Uh,
that we've successfully achieved. Thanks to the Drake and Josh lady.
Everything's thanks to her. She is the
Dude.
beginning and the middle and the end of all things.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I've actually been trying to tell you
True.
that, and it just feels like you're not getting it. She.
It feels like you could shit a fard.
what? What are you saying, Johnny?
I don't know.
I'm too
Sorry.
fried for this.
I
I'm a
got
fried pickle
stoned.
right now.
You're like a fried pickle.
You ever felt like a fried pickle?
Like a fried pickle.
I'm a
I
pickle,
love fried
guys.
For all pickle chips.
I'm a
It's,
pickle.
probably my favorite
It's still a good joke.
Oh, Pickle Rick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, how about that?
No, let's
what is
not.
going on with Guy?
Oh my god, dude!
What the
there were so
fuck?
many things I could have mentioned that I didn't, but I mean,
Save it for the
yeah.
next one, you know?
Well,
Plenty of time.
yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's crazy.
Dudes are kind of not rocking right now. Let's just kind of
Yeah,
leave
it's
it at
almost
that.
like there's a system of male domination that ruins everyone's life.
Yeah.
That we need to get rid of.
And you know
Yeah.
the worst thing about it? It might mean the end of Rick and Morty.
God damn it. This might be the end of Rick and Morty.
This is what happens when, people who don't understand sophisticated humor get into things that require that,
I'm just glad you don't have a Rick and Morty tattoo, Max. You don't,
Fuck
right?
no. Fuck no.
Not anywhere that's clearly visible.
Not-
Definitely
yeah,
not on my
dude.
gooch and balls.
Yeah, it's not Rick's hair traced around the opening of my asshole. It's
Yeah,
not-
it's definitely not Rick's face on the head of my penis hitting the bong of the shaft on my dick.
It's definitely not a colored in photorealistic version of Pickle Rick on my penis shaft and head.
Yeah, no, it's
Making
definitely
it seem like my penis is Pickle Rick. It's definitely not that.
no.
I don't wear a wig on top of it. on
Yeah,
the tip
no.
of it to
My shaft
look
and
like Rick.
balls are definitely not a bong with the head being Rick's face hitting the
Yeah.
bong.
My ball sack's definitely not what's that guy? Mr. Meeseeks.
Two Mr. Meatseeks with my pube hairs dyed orange and little tufts. On the
Well,
top
that
of
would
their
be
head.
me. That would be easy for me. But it's
Right,
not
yeah.
the case.
That would be easy for
not
me.
what's happened.
Dyed even more red.
I'm saying that's not what my penis looks like.
I'm saying that's not it. I haven't thought about it before.
Well, Max, you should mention that we're ending, but you should mention you're going to be on Tower.
Oh yeah, I'm leaving for like 2 months.
Whew.
Yeah.
Dang.
So I'm tired now.
Where-
I'm gonna be tireder soon. It's gonna be dope.
Where
You're gonna
are
be
we
richer.
going?
On the bright
You know,
side.
Tony, the funny thing about when people ask me that question is just like always the first question that people ask, and I'm just like,
Nowhere.
I'm Pickle Rick.
so yeah, and I'm just like,
List
I'm Pickle
every
Rick.
place you're going in order.
yeah, it's like I'm leaving for
Go.
2 months and I'm gonna be in a different place every day. Oh, list all 45 of them.
Oh,
What's
where are
the
you
most neat
going?
place you're going?
Where are you going?
What
Here,
percent of
na-
the continental United States will you be covering?
Here,
How
you
many
know what?
miles
Name a
down to the
city.
lowest.
Here's a quicker way. Name a city and I'll tell you if I'll be there.
Yeah.
And name it
Albuquerque way.
Are you going to be in
Albuquerque.
Alberta?
I'm not going to Albuquerque.
Next city.
Are you going to Negra Arroyo Lane? 36 Albuquerque?
Next city. Tony, I'll be going to your city.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Houston.
When?
Houston. I think I told you already. The
Did
20. I'm pretty sure I did. Because you're the only person I know in Houston.
I feel like you told me before, but it was for like a different tour, and I wasn't in town or something. But maybe I'm mixing shit up.
I may
Like a year or two
may
ago.
have forgotten. But anyways, it's the 23rd or the 24th of February. It's the 20-something.
Fire.
Yeah.
That's
fire.
And we're playing.
That might still be Mardi Gras, which is tight. Mardi Gras goes hard around here.
Mardi's Gras.
It'd be
Okay,
tight to hit that up.
Well,
I'll let you know if I'm free.
We'll keep you posted on what's going on with Max, and if we can't get him on the show, we'll.
I'm trying to figure it out. I may be a low quality guest situation.
Maybe what you could do is film like at one point like a little update vid, and
I could just do like a correspondence sort of.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
sort of update of like silly adventures.
Yeah,
I can be the
Or you could just, like-
Wokenboke field correspondent.
right.
You could film like an hour-long clip, like an episode of just you, and then we'll have that in, and we'll kind of like make the episode tailored around.
I'll talk to myself for an hour, and then you guys just kind of
And then-
react to it.
But make sure to leave some space for us to kind of interrupt
Yeah.
or talk or what
We'll
you
watch
know.
it through. We'll script out the combo. And,
Right.
yeah,
I like
people won't
just
even
kind
know.
of like, you guys just give me a list of prompts and then I'll just kind of riff on
Yeah.
them. And then I'll just kind of be like, yeah, dude, fucking, that's crazy, man. Fucking, all right.
Word.
Now
Yeah.
Connor and Tony are going to say something. And then I'll just be like,
Yeah, perfect.
all right.
And
So
then
next thing, I'm sure whatever they said was really funny. So, all right, cool. The next thing.
and then you'll do that, and then I'll also give you notes back to fix things after.
Exactly. And then it'll be really well produced. No, but for real, I'll probably just take a bunch of little videos and then send you like a super cut. And then just be like, yo, this is my Wokenboke.
once in each city.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Try to do a documentary on each city you go to.
yeah, exactly. Do an in-depth
Find the
documentary.
best donuts in each city and report back on that or something. Maybe like
Yeah.
best bagels or something.
Bagel boss. I'll become the new bagel boss.
How many cities is it?
Yeah, what food should I review every other day? Like,
Hot
should I
dogs.
review something like for like
Yeah,
what should my
chicken
bit
or
be?
barbecue? Just eat
Okay.
fried chicken every day for 2 months. It'll be good.
Whatever the
That's-
city is best known for, you know?
Once a week. You know what? No, I'm gonna come for Dave Portnoy. I'm gonna do a shitty review of a slice of
Za
pizza.
review.
I'm gonna review the worst slice of pizza you've ever seen in your life and give it a 9.3 out of 10. Is what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Is
One bite everybody knows.
9.3 out of 10.
gonna
That's
be
what I
like-
rate this episode of Woken Boat.
yeah, exactly.
Folks, thank you for watching. Stay tuned. More Woken Boke. We'll be back next week. Have a
So
great
true.
week. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.